Hi, this is Lindsay Schoolcraft, A Cradle of Filth, and you're watching Conversations with Vin and Sori.
I'm Vin.
I'm Sori.
And I'm Trip 6 from Gears.
All right, cool, man. Okay, so just got done watching the video for Cult of Personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Y'all dig it?
yeah, we definitely dug it. And a real compliment to you was she was like, yo, who's singing? Because you and you guys Corey sounded so similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Because I didn't realize what was going on. I was trying to figure out, because I was working on something else, and then I look over, I said, wow, that is a really good voice. What's happening here?
Yeah.
And then he was like, this is actually two different singers, and they're splicing them in together. I'm like, what?
Yeah, man. We were blessed to have Corey Glover and come into this track, and do this track for us. And it was something like, to be quite honest with you, man, it was a dream come true for me. I've been following the band since middle school,
Whoa.
In high school, actually, when they broke out. And, dude, I remember mimicking, okay? I lived in New York, Manhattan, Lower East Side, as I was telling y'all. And, in my barrio, you don't listen to rock. It was all hip hop, Latin music.
Yeah.
I grew up with that. My father was a musician also. And all we did was those type of genres. Rock wasn't something that we even tapped into. Like rock. What the hell is that? Devil's music. That was the whole thing behind it. And dude, as soon as I listened to Living Color, on the radio first. And I was like, whoa, these boys sound cool. And then I saw them on Saturday Night Live. And they, right there, that just popped the whole cherry for me, in getting in this music industry. And I remember mimicking Corey, with his moves and the whole thing. And,
wow.
He was like an iconic. He was really him, Prince, and the Prince mainly, but him got me into the whole rock music, and then from there, here I am, But yeah, dude, what an honor, man. I'm still on cloud nine, dude, to be able to share, studio time with that dude and sit in, and he's right across the room in another booth, and we just chopping it up back and forth, and him allowing me to grace that song, you know what I mean? That's enough said, man,
Yeah, I got in the metal from Korn. So I saw the Korn Woodstock thing. I was looking for DMX. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard on Hot 97, DMX is going to be at Woodstock. I'm like, I bet. And then I saw Korn, and I was like, yo.
That blew your mind.
White people are crazy, but I like it. I was like, yo. And then, because of the channel or whatnot, we actually became friends with Head from Korn.
Oh, nice.
And then he brought us up side stage.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I'm watching like he's like 5 feet away from me, and I'm watching all of our favorite songs get done from the stage, and it was a crazy experience.
I was like videoing from the back.
Man. All those Korn guys, they mad cool. They like brothers to us also as well.
Oh.
The metal family, believe it or not, man, is a very tight-knit family. Believe it or not. And, once you enter the certain level, that once you break that certain level, they're quite responsive and how can I put it, helpful in a way. They're like big brothers, even though I'm older than them guys, but it's like they're big brothers to us, you know what I mean? As far as Korn, being Korn, it's like we got us, our producer's name is Corey Lowry, so he's in the Atlanta game with the Seven Dust and the Stuck Mojos and the a bunch of other bands. He's now with Cedar, and believe it or not, man, they've taken us in and just like help us grow. We're blessed.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy because
that's how the universe works, man. Listen, man, I remember when my old band, Urban Rebel, we saw Head PE for the very first time here in South Florida. And I looked at my bass player at the time, Locke, and I was like, yo, Locke, man, one of these days I'm going to do a track with that son of a bitch. Because I just love this style. I just love how Jared just moved and everything, yeah?
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, man, one of these days I'm going to and do like 8 years later, I cut a track with him.
That's crazy.
Know? That is crazy. And I'm a firm believer, whatever you put out there with this mouth will come true. If you really believe in it, man, you know? So
yeah, it's
yeah.
I was Facebook.
I'm sorry I talk a lot and get out of subject, but my mind is like
No, it's good. It's good.
That's the interview, bro.
Yeah.
But I was Facebook stalking you, and I saw you also did a song with LeJean, right, from Seven Dust.
Yeah, Tango Yankee. That was our latest single. It did very well. LeJean, what can I say? That's he's a beautiful person. The way you see him on stage, that's the way he is personally. And that track came about. We were in the studio, and I was talking to Corey, Jimmy, and I, and we were like, man, you know, it would be cool. At first, it was going to be Adam Gautier to bless the track.
Wow.
But Adam kind of felt like uncomfortable about it, being that he's Canadian. You know what I mean? And he's like, I don't know about this. Yeah, I mean, I would love to, but I don't know, whatever. And then he showed it to LeJean. LeJean was in town. They were going to do a concert. He showed it to LeJean. LeJean was like, yo, let me jump on that. And you know it. Boom. Like, Corey calls us up. He's, yo, LeJean just jumped on the track. He loved it. Here's a tape. What y'all think? And he's like, what do we think? Fuck that.
Wow.
That's crazy.
And there it is, man. That came about.
That's insane. Okay, so you're in New York. You got cult of personality. Now you get infected with that metal, right? Like now it's in your system, right? How do you? So when I discovered Korn, like I was like, yo, I'm on this. So I changed it from Hot 97 to K-Rock, and I started hearing more music, started buying shirts. People was like, yo, what are you doing? What is Korn? They're corny. That's what people used to say. They're corny. What the fuck is that? They're corny. Yeah. I'm like, yo, let me guess, corny, right? They'd see my shirt. They'd be like, yo, that's misspelled, bro. So, like, did you go through that? Because I was in the Bronx. I went to Truman High School, right? So, how was it like for you?
I got accused of identity crisis. I got accused of being a wigger. I mean, not a wigger, being a whitey.
Oreo.
I got all kinds of fucking dumb shit, man. You know, but I've always been the type of person, what I like. And I never follow the you know, what everybody's liking. You know, I always went, whatever I wanted to do, I'm going to do it, you know. And yeah, I got all those ridicule. But you know what? Look where I'm at now.
That's right.
All you like me now.
All you hating motherfuckers. Yeah. I'm talking to a rock star. That's what I do for a living, bitches.
Exactly. I still not boast or anything, but you know.
Exactly. No, I'm petty. Hey, Trip, listen, I want to boast. I'm petty as hell. I'm still wounded, Trip.
You know when everything comes into fruition, man, is when I'm on stage and they looking at me. They just pay the ticket and look at my ass, fucking entertainer. That's my best. That's the best revenge, I think, for all my naysayers, you know.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. So
I went through all of that shit, man. I got picked on. I mean, you name it. Luckily for me, when I was in high school, I always made friends with those that I always try to make friends with those that were like the big heads, the big fighters in school, you know. And being that my brothers, they were all around also as well. They all went to the same school as well. You know, they were well known, let's say, in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you know, it wasn't as bad as getting beat up, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of kids would get beat up for just listening to rock, if you were coming from a background such as mine. So, but yeah, I did go through turmoil. That's for sure.
So then, what was your first band, and what?
That's just crazy. Like, somebody's listening to rock, and that's not eating, so you beat them up over it. It's just wild.
Yeah, because in our neighborhoods, you know, especially in New York, when I was being raised, you know, it was a tight-knit neighborhood, you know, and you protect your neighborhood, and you see, and you're about your neighborhood. So anything that's not part of the culture,
yep,
you know, it would seem like, okay, what are you doing?
Threat?
You know, are you trying? Are you you know, it's just the mentality was so different back then. It's not like now. You know, everything is because of internet and all this information that's being provided for us. You know, that we're wide open. We're a little bit, for lack of a better word, woke.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
So, But
at the time, music,
tough.
You had two stations. You had MTV, then you had BET.
Yeah.
So BET is Black Entertainment Television. So it's like you're not going to see Korn and all this stuff on BET. No. You're going to see it on MTV.
Mm-hmm.
So it's looking like, oh, you're a sellout. You know what I mean? Like,
wow. Wow.
You know, and of course BET's owned by a white person, but don't worry about that.
Very true. Very true.
You're a sellout. So your first band, how did you find people to like-minded people around your area to not only like music but want to play it?
Man, I'm a firm believer that if you believe in something, man, and you play it with your heart, you know, and you do the due diligence, people will come. You know, let's say like that old saying, you build it, they will come.
Yeah,
that's a very true saying. If you believe it, you know, they will come. And luckily for me, I found a few people that were hungry just as well as I was, or I still am. You know, that will travel an hour and a half just to go into a rehearsal studio and rehearse for 3 hours and then go back home another hour and a half. You know, and this was 3 times a week.
Whoa.
You know, to develop the skill and to develop that tightness and to develop the creativity. And we're not getting paid. You know what I mean?
Right.
This is something, doing it out of love. And that's how I created, you know, the buzz here in South Florida with my old band, Urban Rebel, because of that. We were hungry kids, man. We were ready to, you know, just blast shit out. And it was real. You know, I felt it was real. There was no production behind it. We did all the producing. We did everything ourselves, you know, and then bring it onto stage, you know, and just people just love the energy, you know, on stage. They just love the creativity. My bass player was always compared to Flea.
Whoa.
He was that sick, you know, and my drummer is a female drummer, Lisa Seda. You know, she played with DMC and all that stuff. I did a track with DMC also with that band, you know, from Run DMC.
Wow. Yeah.
So, you know, we were hungry, man. When we tell you we're hungry, bro, we would go out in the streets and distribute the flyers, the door-to-door stuff, shake everybody's hand, like old school.
Y'all didn't even have a street team.
Nah.
You were the street team.
It was us. It was just us out there grinding and playing these shows for free and doing our thing until we developed the name. And then, you know, obviously when you develop a name, you're going to take advantage of it and you're going to go try to get some paper on it. But yeah, dude, it was grind. But you know what? I will not trade it for nothing in this world. I love that grind because it made me who I am right now. And I'm still growing. I'm not saying that, we're at that level yet, but we getting there. But the hunger is still in my belly, man. And I believe once you lose that hunger, once you lose that passion, you're fucked, pretty much.
I mean, you see it with bands. Like, you know, the early stuff is crazy.
Yep.
And then they start making millions, and then it's like, it's still good because they're still good musicians. Yeah. But like that
fire,
that edge.
They're there for a paycheck.
Yeah.
They're there for a paycheck.
Yeah.
And I blame it on the over touring. I blame it on doing the shit over and 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 over every day for years and years and years to come. But unfortunately nowadays, in order to get paid,
right,
you have to.
In this business, you got to tour.
Yep.
You have to.
And a lot of bands can't handle that shit. Me, every time I jump into a stage, me personally, not for nothing, but it's my high, man. It's the reason that I feel alive. Not saying that my wife and my kids don't make me feel alive or anything like that, but that particular moment is like euphoric. You know, it's just. I don't know how to explain it to you, man. I don't do drugs, but when I was doing drugs, it was like that first shot of cocaine up your nose, and you're like, "Whoa,
wow,
what the fuck?" Like that, but 10 times more intense. You know? So dude.
Yeah, you seem like a not necessarily religious, but a spiritual person. And,
I'm not religious by any means, but
you seem to be in touch spiritually, and it's kind of like, do you feel like that feeling is the moment when a person realizes what their purpose is?
Yeah.
Right? Like you're up there and then like you created something, at 3 o'clock in the morning in a pen and a pad or maybe on your iPhone, and now you got hundreds of people singing it, being inspired by it. And the whole process from writing to here's an idea to let's go to the studio to people are jumping up and down with you.
Oh, dude,
And it's a very affirming feeling, like, okay, this is why I was made. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe it from day one, man. At 2 years old, I cut my first little demo on a tape deck with my father.
Oh, that's so cute.
You know what I mean? I was 2.
Do you still have it?
And no, unfortunately, I don't. I don't have it.
Oh,
I would have loved to have played
that. It was amazing because he was a musician, like I said, and played the guitar. Our music was always a part of life in our household. He would play the guitar, and I would come by, and it was Spanish. It was like a Spanish aguinaldo. What they call it aguinaldo. It's like a Spanish folklore song. And I will be. I remember to this day the thing was but it wasn't like that. It was more like hit the notes though.
He was hitting them.
My mother, rest in peace. She would tell me. She always told me, said, "You're gonna be a singer. You're gonna be a singer. For some reason, you're gonna be a singer." And through my whole life. My parents were religious. They became religious at the age of 4. The age of 4 when I turned 4. And they were Pentecostals, but the hardcore Pentecostals, the one that you can't wear fucking makeup and none of that
long
shit,
dresses, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I grew up in that environment for about 10 years, And I was the singer in church. The little kid that they always use in the plays and all this, Silent Night and all that shit. So that's my background. So,
well,
you say, do you feel, yes, very connected to that. And to be quite honest with you, man, I don't know what I would do if I wasn't doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's my passion. It's my calling.
Yeah, I was listening to one guy who was about this particular job, and he said, if you can do anything else other than this, then you're not called to do this. But tell me like the relationship between talent and grinding, like how that works, because you can legitimately sing. Like no disrespect to anybody, but Corey is like a legitimate, Corey could cut an R&B record. I don't know, maybe he has, and I don't even know, but
he's actually doing some tours with the Davey Bowie band.
Whoa.
Out in Europe.
Whoa.
Okay? And he sings songs from David Bowie. You understand? There's they got a group of singers that they all go around and there are 3 singers I think that tour with them. And so dude, to do David Bowie, to do this, to do that, man.
But my point was, you're doing a track with this legendary singer, and you were right up there with him vocally. No bullshit. If you weren't, I just wouldn't mention it. We've done many interviews before.
I appreciate it.
So you obviously have you're excessively talented vocally, right? So how does if I can't sing for shit, you know that. She sat next to me in church, heard me sing. She's like, all right, the Lord knows your heart.
God bless the man.
She's like, the Lord knows your heart, babe. You're all right. So So, how much do you think that your talent kind of pushed your band over the top in balance with all the grinding and the street work you had to do? You see what I'm saying?
Man, I think in order to make it into this business, the whole band gotta be on point.
Okay.
You know, the whole band gotta be in the mindset, and to do that, you know, mind you, to have two people on the same mindset in the band is fucking really hard. You know, so to have four people on that same band is a blessing. So we all make each other better, you know, and yeah, you know, I'm the face of the band. But if I don't have a killer drummer like Jimmy Wooten behind me, making me feel what I feel, I can't be who I am. You know, so it takes a village, you know, and not only with the band, with my managers, with the team that we have, you know, it all makes us better. But you know, I can't sit here and say, yeah, you know, I'm the one that. Nah, I think if I didn't have Jimmy by my side, or I didn't have Group, you know, my bass player, my long bearded bass player, you know, by our side, you know, making me feel those grooves and making me feel that energy. I can't project energy. You understand?
That's cool though. You guys get to feed off each other.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
We have to. Anybody that tells you, nah, you know, I'll bring it. No, you got to feed off each other. And then when you feed that energy to your crowd,
right,
to your fans,
right,
to those, you know, to those venues, they give it right back to you. Son, there's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Listen, I will go, and after traveling 14, 15 hours in a van, okay, go into a venue, set up, do the wait, okay, tired as fuck, all right, get on stage, and as soon as you hit that one note, dude, nothing. I've had shows go live that I will forget the whole thing. Like, it will end, and I'm like, yo, did we just finish?
Whoa.
Yeah, we're done. I'm like, where the fuck that's how,
wow.
That's crazy it is. Yeah. I swear on my kids.
That's awesome.
On our last tour with All That Remains. We were out with All That Remains last year. And we did a show, I think it was in Dallas. And, dude, I got up on stage, and I don't remember the whole thing. I got off, and I'm like, where did it go? It was that intense.
Whoa.
Intense, yeah. It was crazy. So, yeah.
So your girl, is she a metalhead, or is it one of the opposites attract type of things?
My girl became a metalhead when she met me.
Same story here.
Yeah.
It's a non-negotiable.
Vin, is she your girl?
Yeah, that's me.
Oh shit, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Nice couple.
Yeah.
My girl, when she met me, I was into metal, and she played a little bit of rock. She plays drums and stuff. But my girl is a salsa dancer.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she dances salsa, and she, you know, we met, and you know, 2 weeks later we were living together. We've been together for 12 years, and yeah, she got into metal more with me, but always supported me. Great supporter.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, dude, in order to be in this business and to be that long, 12 years with a person, do the grind and this and touring and all this other shit, can I ask for anything better? Come on, man.
Helping you with your tech issues.
All that stuff.
I know.
Man.
Hey.
It's always graceful, you know, and keeps it right, and keeps the home front right. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm blessed.
Does she have any videos up on YouTube of her salsa dancing?
No, she's actually working on. She's actually doing cooking videos. Believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's doing health awareness videos also.
Yo,
what's her YouTube channel?
No bullshit. We'll promote it.
Yeah. What? Oh, she's trying to tell me about it. I know, man, you're embarrassing me over here.
Hey, look.
I know it. It's called Dev 6 Health Awareness.
All right, we're gonna listen, audience. We're gonna add that to the socials, y'all. So check it out. It's gonna be in the description.
What type of cooking? What type of cooking?
Where you guys are located?
We're in Maine, bruh.
Maine. Okay. We were in Maine last year, I think.
You should have told me.
You guys got a club called Diesel out there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what? It's a club?
Club Diesel, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Downtown?
Yeah, did you go there?
Yeah, we played there.
Oh, nice.
Listen,
Yeah,
seriously.
we played there with all that remains.
Email me the link to your girl's channel so we can promote it.
Yeah. Yeah.
For real. It's a family affair.
Hey, wait, one more question about her channel. What kind of cooking does she do?
She does everything from her own recipes, anything has to do with health, what to take and not what to take.
Yeah.
And cooking, and my son is in it too. You see my little son Atlas running around helping her cook and cut stuff, and
that's cool.
So when we get off, this whole thing, we'll exchange information, and I'll have her send you some links and stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. The people on our channel are like, sorry, we want you to do some cooking videos, because he's always bragging about how good of a cook I am.
Yeah.
And I'm like, every time it's time to cook, I'm always like running last minute, and it's too hard to like shoot a video while I'm doing it. So I'm like throwing stuff together, and I'm like, I should have just recorded this for people.
That's cool, man.
But I love trying out new recipes, so I'd like to see what's on her channel and try out some things.
For sure.
Especially because I'm not a healthy cooker.
I'm
a yummy cooker, but not healthy.
My wife is all about the health, man. Shit, I gotta sneak a chocolate chip cookie to get something around here.
So the band. So you went from Urban Rebel to Gears. So what went behind the name of Gears? That's a big question I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, the name of Gears?
Yeah. Where did that come from?
Gears. Well, you know how a machine is all work by gears. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cars, robots, everything has gears. It's a machine. So we wanted it to have the significance of that power, okay, of a gear, how everything, it takes gears to move a machine. So basically that's the gist of it, you know what I mean? We're just a gear trying to move this machine that's called rock and roll. Mm-hmm. That's called metal. It's called music,
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what it's all about.
Nice.
Would you say that is there an overarching theme or message to your music or the most recent records you put out, or is it just your feelings on wax, basically?
It's just feelings on wax. It's just whatever we want to write, we just put it on paper and go for it. There's no theme. There's no... I don't have any, A&R behind me telling me what to do and how to write, and because we need a hit. No. Whatever I feel at the moment, that's what I write. Like for Tango Yankee, for example, that was written because my son just became a Marine, my oldest son. And by me experiencing, when I went to Paris Island, by me experiencing, his transformation, and seeing him on the deck, this place, what they call a deck, and graduating and doing these formations and becoming a man, that made me want to write about it.
Yeah, I had the same feeling with my little brother.
Yeah.
We went to Paris Island and the whole, and the transformation's crazy. Like
it's amazing.
Boom.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I was very proud. I'll show you the clip, but I'm not gonna show it to anybody else. But I was like yelling, like yeah. And then he came.
I was a proud father, man. That made me. I was crying like a little bitch. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
It was tears of joy, because I just saw the total transformation and the way he just from a child to a man in 3 months.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's he went through that crucible, like that's no joke.
That is no joke, man. That's no joke whatsoever.
My brother's instructor, like one of them fell out. He passed out from heat stroke.
Really?
Yeah, and that was the instructor.
Gosh,
that was
yeah.
the drill instructor. Yeah, like there was no.
I
It
had
wasn't
to take
crazy.
him as soon as we got him out of Paris Island. I had to take him to get massages on his legs because they were standing literally for 12 hours on salute. You know,
Yeah.
just standing there for 12 fucking hours without any
Wow.
movement whatsoever. Yeah, it was part of training. You know,
Jeez.
Oof. Let me tell you
Legit.
something, man. I have so much respect for our military. Not that I did before, but now seeing what they go through and how they go through it and the sacrifices, man, those are the true heroes for me. Those guys right there, you know, they're fighting for our country the way they do, you know, and to be quite honest, the benefits are cool and all, but, you know, come on, you're giving your life.
It's not equal to what these dudes are sacrificing,
No.
and what their wives and girlfriends are sacrificing.
And their kids.
Yeah.
Traveling with them.
Yep.
I agree.
People have no idea. idea. Okay, what's the name of the newest record from Gears?
The newest record, the second record that we wrote was Pride Comes Before the Fall. That's the newest record that we put out. Right now, we're just putting out singles.
Okay.
We're not doing any records because now it's a single market, you know, and you're just putting out singles and a bunch of singles. We have at least 8 songs already in the hopper ready to release, but our way of doing it is going to be different from what's accustomed out there to do. You know, you put out a record and, you know, you get a hit on it and you're done.
Yeah.
We feel it's a lot more tactful if we do it in a singles way. You know, you get to hear it more. Okay, they just put out this song. What do you think about it? With a record, you get consumed with the whole project, right? You listen to it back and forth, right? And you be like, you tend not to listen. You know, most people tend not to listen thoroughly.
Yeah.
The whole record.
Yeah.
Just, it's this song, that's it. Or whatever the radio's pushing. But when we put out a record, you know, you listen to it. Oh, okay, cool. What else is with Gears? Oh, they got this record. Oh, that's cool. You know, and it's just, that's the way that's our formula.
Yeah, plus when you listen to a full record, there's just certain songs that stand out to you and you kind of forget about the other ones. There'll be stuff that we listen to and he'll be like, yo, that was on the same record, but I always skipped over that one. Yep. But if it was just one song, you're like, oh, they put out another song, let me hear it. And then you're right, you get a chance to kind of take it in. I think that's smart.
That it's the right thing to do, but for us, it's work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Works for us.
Well, I think it's an intelligent way of dealing with the fact that it's not like it was 20 years ago.
Right.
No.
You know, dude, okay, like you get an album, that album's going to end up on YouTube and then everybody's going to download it anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like oh, back in the day when you would grind and make an entire record and then people had to buy the whole record to get that song or two that they liked. It's not like that anymore. And a lot of bands don't, it's not a criticism, it's just, to me, it's a blind spot. It's like, okay, so if that's the case, then you've got to adjust how you distribute your music.
Yep.
And I think you guys are a little bit ahead of the game in that regard, actually.
I agree.
Thank you.
A little bit
we just found
outside the box.
It's a lot more successful. You know what I mean? Like, we released Tango Yankee. Before that, we released Stronger Than Pain. You know, before that, you know, we just released single. And these songs been done since 2017, 2018. You know? So, and we got more, you know? But we just feel this is a better way of doing it because it captures your attention.
Yeah.
You know? Because nowadays, you know, people just, their attention span, okay, they'll listen to the first 30 seconds. Next.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Oh, yeah, I did it all the time.
Right. So if you're a fan of ours or you like our music or you want to listen to our music, you're going to listen. You're going to be, all right, what are these boys all about? You know, and I'm a true believer. I got to grab you in the first 5 seconds of the record. You know, I got to. You know, I did an interview in where were we, in Louisiana somewhere in the boondocks. And they asked me, so what do you think, so how do you captivate your people, you know, how you captivate your crowd? I'll tell you how I captivate my crowd. I make sure Jimmy puts a badass beat behind it and I'm gonna move your fucking white ass. This motherfucker gonna move your white ass. I guarantee you, I'm gonna move your white ass. You're gonna have some rhythm by the time I get on stage with your ass. And they just got shot, and they laughed like she did, you know. And they were like, "Whoa, that's crazy, man." The truth. It's the truth.
Hey, when was the first time? So we went to a show in New York one time, and these people mobbed us. It was like, "Yo, are you the people from YouTube?" And I was like,
yeah, it was a weird moment.
Or like we
didn't expect that.
We go shopping sometimes, and people just be grilling us, like looking at us, like, "Yo." Sometimes they'll go up to her like, "Are you those people?" So, like, what was that moment for you? Like, what was it like for you when you first realized that people knew you from your art, from your music? What was that like?
It was South Florida, actually. Just going to the malls and having kids just look at you and be like, "Hey, aren't you that dude Tread? Something, you know?" And I said, "Yeah, that's me." "Oh my God, I listen to your shit, man." Blah, blah, blah. The white kids, Spanish kids, black kids, you know, community, older folks, younger folks. You know, that was the time, you know, and it was surreal at first. You know, you kind of like,
yeah,
whoa, you know, it hits you, you know, but it's part of the business, man, you know, and I'm grateful. I'm very grateful for that.
That's crazy. Trip 6, ladies and gentlemen. The band is Gears.
Woo!
Check it out.
Yep.
By the time you're watching this, you've already seen in the main stage, he did the Cult of Personality cover with the big homie Corey. And you could see it was no bullshit. Like the dude is like right up there vocally with Corey. Like you see it, you've seen it for yourself. So you got to check him out. Check all the socials; they will be in the description, as well as a bonus for the cooking channel, so y'all can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Hey.
So when you hit 40 and 45, you can still go to the shows because homegirl's gonna make sure that we stay healthy.
You're right.
Yeah.
No heart attacks here.
You leave it up to this one, I'll be dead in 5 years.
I'm like, you want me to try to figure out how to make donuts?
Hey, man, but y'all got all that lobster stuff over there, man.
Yeah, he doesn't like lobster.
Yo, fam, I hate lobster with a passion, family. You have no idea. Like, I got a beef with I must have been a lobster in a past life or something.
It's like when I want to eat it, I gotta go somewhere else because he goes,
it fills up the house and all that. Like, yo, man, you feel like you're out to sea on a pirate ship or something. It smells so disgusting.
You guys are a fun treat. I'm glad I did this interview, man.
Hey, one last thing. When can we see Gears touring? What's the tour schedule like? Do we have a place where we can go and see where we can catch y'all?
Well, we're planning to do some tours next year for sure. Okay. There's talks of us going out with Living Color, you know, and there's talks about us going out with a few other bigger names, but you know. Next year will be the year, maybe February and March. We'll be doing a U.S. run. And, I'll make sure keep y'all posted. I'll make sure y'all be the first ones to know.
Oh, that'd be crazy, yeah.
We need to know. I got to see this live.
Yeah.
Bro. I got to see it live.
For sure.
I'll be in the mosh pit. I don't care. I just want to see it. You know what I mean?
Backstage with us.
Nice.
But you got to let us know. Trip 6, ladies and gents. Gears is the band.
Yeah.
Find all our music at www.gearsbandofficial.com. That's our website. It's a one sheet, so you click anywhere and it'll take you to our Facebook, Twitter, all the social media accounts.
Yep.
Stuff like that. So again, www.gearsbandofficial.
There you go. And obviously the links are going to be in the description. You got to check these people out. Look them up on YouTube. Look up live performances, which is exactly what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
Vin out.
Sori out.
And Trip 6 out, man. Peace.
Sucker MCs.